Let's look at multiplying functions. Think here, distributive property. So you've seen this before, you just haven't seen it in the way where we're telling you that we're multiplying two functions together. So our first question is, what is f multiplied by g of x? So we're just going to take 5x and we're going to multiply it by negative x squared plus 4x. So if you remember, when we're multiplying powers, because notice that this is just x raised to a single power, so x raised to the first power, and we're multiplying it by another term that has an exponent. When we multiply, remember, add the exponents. So when we multiply powers, add the exponents. So I've got 5x multiplied by negative x squared. So that's going to be negative 5x cubed. Then I've got 5x times 4x. When we multiply the coefficients, 5 times 4 is 20. They're both positive, so that's 20. X times x is x squared. So that would be our answer. So we've got negative 5x cubed plus 20 x squared. Number 2, we've got multiply f times g of x, and we've got negative 4x multiplied by negative 2x plus 5. So negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. X times x is x squared. Then we've got negative 4x times positive 5. So negative 4 times positive 5 is negative 20, but we have no other x, so we're just going to tack that x back on it. So our answer would be 8x squared minus 20x. Number 3, we've got, what is f multiplied by g of x? So we've got negative 3x multiplied by 2x squared minus 3x. So again, apply your distributive property. Negative 3 times positive 2 is negative 6. X to the first power times x to the second power is x to the third power. Then we've got negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. And x times x is x squared. Number 4. Again, there's f multiplied by g of x. Or as you really could say, what is f of x multiplied by g of x? So we've got negative 2x plus 3, and we're going to multiply that by negative 3x squared. So I've got negative 2 times negative 3, which gives me positive 6. X times x squared is x cubed. Then I've got 3 times negative 3, which is negative 9. And I've got my x squared. Number 5. Let's speed this up a little. What is f of x times g of x? So we've got x plus 6 multiplied by negative 5x. So negative 5x times x would be negative 5x squared. Negative 5x times positive 6 would be negative 30x. Number 6. What is f of x times g of x? So we've got negative x squared minus 10x, and we're going to multiply that by 4x. Well, 4x times negative x squared would be negative 4x cubed. Negative 10 times positive 4x would be negative 40x squared. Alright, let's move up here to number 7. What is b of x multiplied by r of x? So we've got x squared plus 10x, and we're going to take that and multiply it by 3x. So I've got x squared times 3x gives me 3x cubed. 10x times 3x gives me 30x squared. Number 8. Again, what is f of x times g of x? So we've got 5x plus 6 multiplied by negative 2x squared. So negative 2x squared times 5x would be 10x cubed. Forgot my negative. And then negative 2x squared times 6 would be negative 12x squared. Number 9. What is p of s times s of x? We've got negative 2x plus 2. And we're going to take that and multiply it by negative 4x plus 1. Now this is where you have to remember, if you were taught FOIL, first, outer, inner, last, that's what you would do. If you do strictly distributive property, that's fine too. So I'm going to take negative 2x and I'm going to multiply it by negative 4x. So negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. X times x is x squared. Then I'm going to take negative 2x and I'm going to multiply it by positive 1. Well, that gives me negative 2x. Then I'm going to take my 2 and multiply it by negative 4x. That gives me negative 8x. 2 multiplied by 1 gives me positive 2. Combine your like terms in the middle, and you have 8x squared minus 10x plus 2. Number 10. So we have what is f of x times g of x. And we have another binomial multiplied by a binomial. So we've got 2x plus 4 times 4x plus 6. Now this time I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to stack them for those of you who prefer that method. So I'm going to do 2x plus 4 multiplied by 4x plus 6. And we've got 4 times 6 is 24, and it's positive, so I'm going to put my plus sign there. 2x times positive 6 is positive 12x. Then I'm going to go 4x times 4, both are positive, so that's positive 16x. And then 2x times 4x is positive 8x squared. And then I just group my like terms together. And that would be my answer. Now, those of you who do FOIL or distributive property, you get the same answer. I just did it in a different form for those who kind of get mixed up or want to try a new way of multiplying binomials. Certainly can. All right, let's look at number 11. So again, we've got what is f of x multiplied by g of x, and we've got 4x plus 2 multiplied by 5x plus 2. Now this time I'm going to do a different method. This is for my box people. You love the box. So on the top of the box, I'm going to put 4x, and I'm going to put a positive 2. Over here, I'm going to put my 5x and my 2. And here is the actual box. So I'm going to do 4x times 5x, and the result of that goes in the box under the 4x. So I get 20x squared. And then I'm going to do 2x times 5x. That gives me 10x. Then I want to come and I want to do 4x times 2. That result will go in this box. And then 2 times 2, which would be 4. Now, here are my like terms. So this would be 20x squared plus 18x plus 4. And those of you who are doing it the other method, you should get the same answer. Okay, we've got one more to do. Let's see what we can do with this. I think I'm kind of running out of room here. So let's put number 12 up here. Pull this down. And we've got, what is Q of R of X? Please excuse me, I said that wrong. That's composition of functions. What I want to say is, what is Q multiplied by R of X? So we've got x plus 4 multiplied by x plus 5. So x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. 4 times x is 4x. And 4 times 5 is 20. Let's go ahead, combine our like terms. So we've got x squared plus 9x plus 20. All right, you go ahead and make it 100.